Hey everybody, Pat Armstrong here with the newest edition of Increase, and today is actually going to be part 2 of doing our ab exercises. And so hopefully you saw the first one and you're able to do those exercises and maybe do some of them. I told you they were tough, and these today are going to be tough as well. One thing I want to, actually a few things I want to encourage you to do, if you have been following along with these and doing these along with me, my recommendation to you for the first month is, again, do one of the workouts that we've been doing, and then the next day go out and just walk a mile, and just take it easy that second day, because it gives you an opportunity for your body to recover, but you're still doing something by going out and doing some cardio by walking a mile. Come back in the next day. Don't do the same one, but do, now that we've done, this will be number 4 in the series, so you've already got 3, so just alternate those with a walk every day, and then, you know, one day a week, take a day off. Usually on Sunday I try to do that, and take that day off. So just wanted to remind you of that. Number 2, also remember always to do a warm-up before you do any of these exercise routines. You want to make sure your body's warm and ready to go before you do that, and then make sure you do a cool down at the end too. You don't want to go just sit down. You want to just cool down, bring your heart rate down and all of that once you're finished. And so again, like I said, today is part 2 in the ab exercises, and do your best to do these. Again, just be careful because these aren't real easy. And be careful you don't hurt your back. And if you do need to change some things a little bit by putting a knee down on the floor, or maybe on your elbows instead of on your hands, you know, that's fine too. But also don't work too quickly. That's the only thing I would say about the 10-minute trainer that, I mean, it's a selling point obviously for those that don't have a lot of time to do a workout. But you want to make sure that you do things at your pace and make sure that your form and everything is good so you don't hurt yourself. So again, we're going to do 10 different ones in this exercise routine, and hopefully you've been enjoying these. Now this first one we call the 3-point plank crunch. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your hands on the mat. Again, make sure your hands are under your shoulders, and then you're going to raise up on your toes. While you're in this plank position or the push-up position, you're going to take your right leg, bring it out, in, and back out. So up, out, in, back out. 3, 3, 3. There's 3 points there. 4, 4, 4. You're keeping your foot off the floor the whole time. 5, 5, 5. 6, 6, 6. 7, 7, 7. 8, 8, 8. 9, 9, 9. 10, 10, 10. All right, so now you're going to go to the other side. So again, you're up into plank position. You keep your right toe on the floor this time, but bring the left out, in, over. Out, in, 2. Out, in, 3. Out, in, 4. Out, in, 5. Out, in, 6. Out, in, 7. Out, in, 8. Out, in, 9. Out, in, 10. Woo! All right, the next one is called Lolasana. Lola, L-O-L-A-S-A-N-A, Lolasana. And the way you do this one, again, you start in the plank position, but you step up with your right foot and your toe on the ground. Then you bring the left one up, but you keep the foot off the ground. Then you go back, back. Now you bring the left one up, toe on the ground, and your right foot. So you alternate that. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Woo! Again, I told you these are not easy. The next one is the dawn. And what you're going to do on this one is you're going to get down on your elbows like this in the plank position. Okay, but you're going to do two things here. You're going to try to keep your core off the floor so you're on your elbows and your toes only. Then you're going to raise up. See how my head is up? Raise your chest up. And then you raise your abdominal area up. So chest up, try to stay off the floor. Then your butt up in the air. Chest up, butt up. Chest up, butt up. Chest up, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Woo! All right. For you that have lower back issues, be very, very careful with that. Now the good thing about it, it does help strengthen your back when you're doing the dawn part, when you're bringing your chest up. But you want to be very, very careful. Take your time, do it slow, but be very, very careful about your back. All right, mountain climbers. This one's tough. You're going to be in the plank position up on your toes, but you're going to bring that foot forward and put the knee or put your toe on the floor. And you're going to alternate back and forth like this. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Whew. Now if you can, do it at a faster pace. And like you're racing up the side of the mountain. And but again, start off slow and do it at that pace if you can that I just did it. But if you're able to do it faster, that's good too. Now another thing about a lot of these exercises, again, we're focusing on the abdominal muscles here, but you notice you get into plank position, it helps strengthen your arms and your shoulders and things. And then being on your toes a lot of times, that'll help strengthen your legs as well. But again, as I said before, if you need to modify some of these by either being on your knees instead of your toes or being on your elbows instead of up on your hands, that's fine. Find what works for you. The main thing also is that you want to keep this area as tight as you can when you're doing these exercises. Now I know that's not real easy to do, but again, you focus on that, and again, go at your pace. Don't try to keep up if you can't. Go. Okay, so we're halfway through. We've done 5, but we've got 5 more to go. And now I'm going to be honest with you on this next one. This is not one of my favorite ones. And the reason is, for me, as I actually suffer from motion sickness, and I don't know if it is, I've never clinically been diagnosed with this, but anyway, for certain things, now I love like roller coasters and things like that, But the rides at the amusement park that spin around, I don't do those. There was an old show that they used to have years ago at Six Flags and other amusement parks called the Chevy Show, and that you would actually go in there and stand in a room and you're surrounded by a big screen and you'd ride on the back of a fire engine and you do different things, and I could not stand that thing because it was just the motion sickness. Even though I wasn't moving, it was just horrible. So obviously it's something between my eyeballs and my brain, and I don't know if it's vertigo or what it is, but this particular exercise for some of you won't be an issue, but for me, I'm going to do it. Hopefully I can get through it. But it's tough. It's called the Superman Crunch. And the way you start, you're going to start on your stomach like this, with your arms out like you're Superman. And what you're going to do is you're going to raise up your legs and your arms. And that's one. Then you're going to roll over and crunch. Then you're going to roll back over, raise your arms and your legs. That's two. Crunch. Three. Crunch. 4. Crunch. Arms and legs off the floor. 5. Crunch. 6. Crunch. 7. Crunch. 8. Crunch. 9. Crunch. 10. Crunch. All right. Well, that wasn't so bad if I just take my time and do it and not be in a hurry. So hope you were able to do that one, and you can definitely feel it when you do that Superman and you're raising your legs or your arms and your legs off the floor to where you're just resting on your abdominal area. You can really feel it in there. Now the next one we call tick tock lift. And here's the way you do this one. Lay back all the way down. All right, and put your feet in the air. Now again, if you have a tendency to have lower back issues, keep your feet higher up. If you can, bring your feet down a little bit, and that will give more resistance here in the midsection. But what we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to go left, right, up, left, right, up. Raise your abdominal area off the floor. Left, right, up. Left, right, 4. Left, right, 5. Left, right, 6. Left, right, 7. Left, right, 8. Left, right, 9. Left, right, 10. Woo! Now you see why I divided these up into 2 workouts and not just one. When we do these originally, it's just one workout. So I divided it into 2 to help you and to help me. The next one is peekaboo. And the way you're going to do this one, again, you're going to lay back and you're going to raise your legs up like we did on the last one. Put your hands behind your head. Again, just for some place to put them. Don't pull on your neck. You don't want to cause neck strain. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your legs up and keep your shoulders off the mat. And then you're just going to go wide, back together. Wide, back together. Keep your shoulders off the mat. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Woo! Again, another tough one. But the key on that one is to keep your shoulders off the mat. And then keep your legs as straight as you can as you spread them out and bring them back together. Now, this next one, if you are able to, you're going to try to keep one foot off the floor when you bring the other one up. Now, this one's tough. If you can, this is the position that you're going to stay in like this. If you can't do it, go ahead and rest that other leg on the floor. And again, be careful, because this is again one of those that'll put more pressure on your lower back. So just be very, very careful. All right. So what this is called scissor crunch. So what you're going to do is bring one leg up, crunch. Put that leg down, crunch, crunch, crunch. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Woo! Now again, if you can on that one, what you want to do is try to keep that opposite off the floor. But that's tough, and it does put more pressure on your back, so be careful. All right, the last one, and it's a toughie. It's a different variation of the one that we just did. Instead of scissor crunch, we call it scissor lift. What you're going to do is you're actually going to start the hands down here at your side, and as you bring your leg up, you're going to bring your hands around and crunch up. Okay? As your leg goes down, your hands go back to your side. Then you bring the other one up, come around, up. So it looks something like this. Remember, I am not an expert. Three, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, shoulders off the floor, 8, 8, 2 more, 9, 9, 10, 10, woo! Oh man, told you, those are tough. But I hope you were able to do those and hope you followed along with me. And as I said before, if you have been doing these other exercises with me as well, alternate them. Don't do all of them at the same time. And don't do all of them back to back to back. Alternate them. Do the cardio. Then the next day, go walk a mile. Do the lower body. The next day, go walk a mile. Do the ab workout. If you can, do both of them back to back. But if you can't, that's all right. That's why I divided it up into 2. But alternate those, and hopefully you enjoyed this. If you're done, be sure to do your cool down.